One of the things about Michigan is the natural beauty of this place. I mean, it's got shoreline, it's got water, it's got rivers, it's absolutely gorgeous. Here in Ludington, we really care about that natural environment. Well, innovation is oftentimes just referred in terms of consumer packaged goods as a new product and a new thing that gets put in a new package. In this case, it's new material that is going into a product that has been in the market for 70 plus years. Styrofoam has some interesting interpretations from the consumer, and we thought that we had a responsibility to look at how that material selection could be changed to come up with a new product. And the new product is simply called foam. It's made from post-consumer recycled styrene. We believe at Floricraft, we can show the industry that you can monetize recycling of polystyrene.
We're taking clothing hangers from the retail market and utilizing those in our raw material.
With this new innovation, PolyRenew foam, we're going to basically create the same amount of foam but take out 1,000 miles of plastic. So you can imagine like the distance from New York to St. Louis is all of a sudden eliminated. When we put it in front of the consumers like the performance of our foam better than the legacy foam that they've worked with for years. And we tell them, by the way, it's made out of post-consumer recycled styrene. They say, I love this foam.
So changing the raw materials changes everything. The process was how can we do it better? Every day, every week, every month. Continue improving our processes to get higher quality, a better product.
We want to be better for the environment. We want this world to last longer. So anything we can do to help that, it's just going to make this place better to live in.
This is just the beginning for us. We're hoping this is a springboard for other opportunities where we can identify areas to take it one step further.
We think of ourselves as a fully socially responsible company, one that cares about our community, cares about our employees, and cares about the environment. And as a result, we know we're doing the right thing, and that's part of our DNA.
My name's Jerome Raska, and I'm excited to be here as your MC for the Designer of the Year contest. We've got 5 pretty excited individuals that were notified last night, somewhere around midnight, that they are going to be on stage competing for the coveted title of Designer of the Year. So we want to get started and be on time, so we're going to bring them on up in just a second. I certainly want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Cal Flowers and Floricraft. Did you just see that Floricraft video? Is that amazing? They got some really amazing things going, and they are the sponsors of this contest, so they help make the prize money available for all our competitors, as well as much of the product. So we certainly want to give a shout out to both of those companies. But the 5 individuals that are in the Designer of the Year runoff are as follows, and I need you to give them a great welcome as they come in. Contestant number 1 is Jeremy Retger, AIFD, CFD. Contestant number 2 is Jason Parent, AIFD, CFD. Contestant number 3 is Stephanie Rutherford, CF. Contestant 4 is Jennifer Butcher, CFD. And last, certainly not least, contestant number 5, Edward Smith. They all randomly selected numbers earlier today, so that's how they got where they're at. So there's been a big discussion already about why they're in the front row versus the back row and all that good stuff, but it just happens. So anyways, with that being said, we have an amazing competition plan for them. They have no idea until they got to their table what hard goods they'd be working with, and they're all kind of like glancing over it, kind of like trying not to look at it, but yet look at it and all that stuff. Just a suggestion, competitors, you may want to take your name tags off, because I know previously being involved in this, it get tangled up and stuff. You don't need all that, so just take that off. Get ready. We're going to do a countdown, so where's my timer? Libby, you got your time clock stop clock, or whatever you want to call it? That thing. I don't know, I was up late. So the contestants are gonna be creating a design today suitable for our 100th anniversary celebration. So it's pretty generic. They can be creative and they can do whatever they want. Using the product that they were given, they're allowed to use any or all of the product that they've been given. And then halfway through, although they already know this, they don't know what it is, halfway through, they will be given a surprise element that must be incorporated into their design. So they're pretty excited about that part, I know. I could tell by their facial expressions when we announced that earlier. Are you all set, Libby? So we need a countdown, folks, so let's start at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Contestants, you may uncover your product and begin to contest. Let's give them a round of applause to get some energy going for them. So they will have 30 minutes to create this design, and we will keep a close watch on that, and Libby will let us know when the clock gets to halfway point so that we can give them some surprises. As I said earlier, we have some amazing products from Floracraft and Cal Flowers, and again, we cannot thank those two companies enough for products that they donated, and really the sponsorship. It's the money, the prize money, because the competitors are most excited about getting that check. So hopefully many of you were able to secure tickets for this evening's dinner, and tonight at the dinner is where we will announce the winner of the Designer of the Year competition. So as much as you're all excited here right now and you're watching this and you can see their designs, they will be left on stage. Evaluators will come out on stage. We have 5 evaluators, and the way that is conducted is the highest scoring judge, the highest scoring point sheet for each designer, and the lowest will be discarded, and the 3 middle ones will be equated between all of them, and the one with the highest overall score will be the selected Designer of the Year. So pretty excited about all that. But meanwhile, we have the opportunity to learn a little bit more about them. I know you're going to look beyond me as I'm talking, and I'm all right. I'm used to that. I had children. But I want to tell you a little bit about each contestant because I had them fill out a little information sheet. And I always like to see what makes somebody tick. What's really going to make, what are they thinking right now? Do we, for some of you I know, I'm looking in the audience, have been in this spot. Others aspire to be in this spot. And it's kind of a fun thing. You have no idea what you're getting, and you just get to do something pretty. So it's like that customer at the shop that comes in and says, I want to spend about $100. I don't really know what I want. And you know the all-time famous phrase, just make it pretty. And so whatever that is to each of our contestants, we're going to see that today. So we're going to start with contestant number 1. Jeremy Retger is a member of the American Institute of Floral Designers and a certified florist. He's been in the industry for 28 years. He likes to bring a little bit of garden inside because we say, what is your inspiration with flowers? And he just likes to bring a little bit of the garden inside so that he can enjoy it all the time. He is with Plantscaping Blooms from Cleveland, Ohio, and he has 2 dachshunds, loves antiques. He wrote down that he loves wine, and I said, what, red or white? And he said, all. And of course, like many of us, he absolutely loves gardening. I already warned him earlier. I said we asked him what their favorite flowers are, and I'm pretty sure that after reading all the contestants' sheets, what they wrote down for their favorite flower, none of them got any of them, so it doesn't matter. So his favorite flowers are calla lilies, tulips, and helleborus. We did not give you a bunch of helleborus. I'm really sorry. But he also loves to do weddings, mainly because he likes to be able to transform a space, but at the same time, he loves being part of somebody's really special day. So let's thank Jeremy Retger for being here from Cleveland, Ohio, contestant 1. Contestant 2 is also an out-of-stater and a familiar face to some of us. He was last year's Chuck Bano Award winner and also was on this very stage last year where he reminded me quickly, I didn't win. And I said, that's okay. His name is Jason Parent. He's a member of American Institute of Floral Designers, a certified florist, and also part of the Maine Master Florist Designer program. He's been in the industry for over 25 years, and he's from Fiddlehead, flower shop in Cape Elizabeth, Maine. Everything from color to texture and fragrance is what he really likes when it comes to flowers. And currently his hobbies are his dog, Watson, because if you notice when he was walking in, he had a bit of an opportunity over the past year, and he's walking in a corrective boot at the moment. So he has been challenged with that extra burden, but it has not tainted his design abilities, so he's made it up to this stage. He loves dealing with people and creating one-of-a-kind designs, as well as he really, really enjoys teaching. Jason Parent from Cape Elizabeth, Maine. How are they doing? Good. Oh, they all got flowers poked in already. That's amazing. Well, most of them. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to call you out on that. That's all right. He's a thinker. It takes some time. He's one of those that in the last 5 minutes it just explodes. Everyone has their own style, which is what makes this fun. Stephanie Rutherford is contestant number 3. She's a certified florist. She's been in the industry only 9 years, so she's up here and holding her own amongst some of these industry long-timers, so it's really great. She loves color and textures and being able to create something with her hands, so she just loves that ability to do, and she does a lovely job with it as well. I've seen her work in the past. She does an amazing job. She said, what is your vision for the bright future of the floral industry? And she said that us young professionals will carry on in our mentors' footsteps and keep making floral fun, new, and relevant. So I thought that was very profound and great. And yes, we do need and want young folks to get involved in the industry. So we're certainly glad you're here. She's enjoying anything artistic. And her favorite flowers are purple hydrangea, which I also don't see in her bucket. So I guess she'll be all right with that, too. She loves wedding work and bringing people's dreams to life. Stephanie Rutherford, CF. And Stephanie, I was lame and did not ask what shop you're representing.
Lilies of the Alley in Traverse City.
Lilies of the Alley from Traverse City, Michigan. Let's give her another round of applause. Contestant number 4 is Jennifer Butcher, CFD, right in the center. She's been in the industry over 30 years, and much like many of us in the industry, she started out as a delivery driver. That's where you learn everything, right? You know, most of us that are shop owners need to realize that our delivery drivers do remake our designs when they're out on delivery, you know. Because if something tips over, they don't want to tell you, so they just kind of recreate it, and then away it goes. So when you get those photos sent in now, and they said, this is the arrangement I got. It was absolutely beautiful. You go, it didn't look anything like that when it left. Well, that's your delivery driver. So she is joining, she's a member of, she's a certified florist, and she's from What's Blooming in Peru, Indiana. And she is the owner there. We said, what is the vision for the bright future? And she said, that's one of the areas I think the Great Lakes Floral Association excels in. It's the young designers. We must keep encouraging the next generation. And that is so true. We wouldn't be here for 100 years if everyone in our association over the years didn't believe in that. So we're glad you're here part of it this weekend. She likes anything water, swimming, skiing, scuba diving. She didn't write fishing. I don't know if she likes fishing or not. No, not so much fishing. She likes to be in the water. Yeah, okay. You could go swimming with the sea turtles. That's fun. I've done that. She also loves sunflowers for her son. And she really enjoys funeral work, and she loves the gesture that it's able to do when it's the final expression that someone can send to a family on behalf of a loved one. So she's really into the meaning of that. Again, Jennifer Butcher, CFD, What's Blooming, Peru, Indiana. No one's done yet, so I guess that's good. I told them that when they got done, they should step away from the table, but they haven't done that quite yet. They'll get there. Contestant number 5 is Edward Smith. He has been in our competition before, and we always welcome and get excited to see what Edward produces with creativity. He's a very talented designer. He's from Country Lane Flowers, where he serves as the manager in Howell, Michigan. He has been in the industry for 35 years. He loves stylized designs and making his customer happy. So hopefully that's through stylized designs, because if they don't like stylized, well, they're going to get shown a little style anyways, right, Edward? Yeah, that's exactly. You train them how to like that. And he said that his vision is to keep growing and learning every day and looking for new ideas. And, you know, I just have to comment on that, because here's somebody that's been in the industry for 35 years, and that's still their mantra. I think we can all learn from that. You just always keep learning. You always keep trying to be the best you can be and looking for new ideas and new ways. And as a business owner, I also say, and new ways to make a profit. So that's why you're all here this weekend, and I'm certainly glad that you are. And there's going to be one program after another, whether it be a design program or a business program, that all of us can learn from this weekend. We have an amazing roster of designers and presenters. So his hobbies are camping, cooking, and traveling. So fortunately, for us, he traveled to Grand Rapids this weekend. He loves Cymbidium orchids. Once again, I don't see those laying on his bench, but you know, it's nice to want. And his goal also, being in retail, is making his clients happy in whatever style that they really want. And he loves teaching children the basics of floral design. So again, Edward Smith, Country Lane Flowers, Howell, Michigan. So, what did they all get? I gotta see if this is my little bucket of stuff. So they got some great product. So they don't have to worry about doing a color combination now, do they, Eva? They got all white flowers. So they got white snapdragons, white lizanthus, some white Gerber daisies. They got some pretty basic foliage. They got Israeli ruscus, salal, or lemon leaf if you want to call it that, bear grass, and just kind of a basic combination of products. They got some white hypericum berries. I think they got some standard mums, and just a really nice selection of product. They've got some aspidistra leaves that you see them using. So I think we're already at a point where all of you are being able to see their expression and how they're creating with these flowers. And I love the fact that I need water. I love the fact that they are all coming up with something totally uniquely different and really expressing themselves in their designs. So I think it's about time to give them another round of applause to cheer them on, because they need the energy. Give them some good vibes. Does anyone have any questions about the design contest? Here? They're just creating a centerpiece for the 100th celebration. So, an arrangement. I didn't say centerpiece, sorry. Just an arrangement. So, sorry. Yeah, did I just throw that at you? Yeah. You go, what? He didn't say that. No, an arrangement for the 100th celebration. That's all they were given. So they can pretty much do whatever they'd like. For those of you that haven't been involved in the design contest before, you know, entering the design contest is never really about winning. It's really about the experience and how much you can learn. All of these contestants that you see up here, I'm sure will back me up and share with you, if you want to approach them later, about their experience. How they meet other designers, how they learn the things they did right, they learned the things they did wrong, what could have got them a couple more points on a design from the evaluation standpoint. So it's an interesting process, and if you are a floral designer and would like to experience it, just sign up for the contest next year. And again, it's not about winning, it's about being part of it and having that learning experience. To me, it's like a design business workshop all rolled into one, that you're actually part of the equation. So it's really kind of a fun experience. And so the way our competition works is there were 4 categories in the professional division. Each of these contestants had to submit a design in all 4 categories. Because what happens is that we total excuse me, we total the cumulative score of all 4 of those designs. One of those designs was a surprise package, so they didn't have any idea what they were working with. So they were just given some product. This year, the coordinator actually put together all foliages. So they had no flowers whatsoever. It was all greenery and foliages, and they had to create a design. They had 30 minutes, and then those 2 were evaluated. So it's kind of thinking on your feet, and you know, as we like to say, as working behind the scenes, we say it's no different than a customer walking into your shop and saying, I would like this and this and this. Can I get this put into an arrangement? I'll wait for it. And we jump to it and just do it. And so that's what we always tell our contestants, you know, just pretend that somebody just gave you this order and they're waiting for it. Only they're giving you 30 minutes instead of 5. So it does kind of bring out your talents. And I think that category really is the category that many of our contestants really have the ability to shine in, because they don't even realize that they can create something so beautiful in 30 minutes under that kind of pressure. So it's really a great experience, and so I really encourage you to take a look at all the contestants' pieces. They're all out in this Sequoia foyer out here. They're all divided by categories. We're at the halfway point. Oh my God, that's so exciting. Give them a round of applause. They have 15 minutes left, and right now they're being given some product. And they didn't know this, but oh, by the way, you get this too. And so these last 2 things that you're given must be used in your design in some way, shape, or form. And so it is, you can open it up now, folks. It is a wonderful package of peacock feathers, because what celebration would be complete without peacock feathers? So look at that. So they all get peacock feathers, and they get this wonderful 100 pick. So we have some beautiful arrangements coming up with peacock feathers and the 100th, because we're so excited to be celebrating our centennial this year. What a great accomplishment from the association. And we've evolved over the years. I don't know if you've had the chance, but throughout the trade fair, we have decade boards that are indicative of the different decades, and we have some floral designs also for those different time frames. And you can see the transition of not only the association, but also a floral design. And it's kind of fun. So we've continued to grow. I have had the pleasure of serving as president of the association, and one of the things that we really were pushing for are these flat screens. What do y'all think this year? You know? So you can actually see the designs and see up close. Those things don't happen reasonably, you know. For those of us that do events know that the price tag on these can be a little high, and we've got some amazing sponsors. All these vendors in the trade fair all contributed to make this happen. We also have a flat screen right now playing over in the trade fair so that the vendors can be watching what's going on the main stage. So when we're not in there, they can at least still be part of it without leaving their booth in case somebody comes by to look at products. So we're really proud of that transition and that addition this year. And again, it goes back to all our wonderful sponsors and our trade fair vendors that are here. So if nothing else, I know some of you aren't here to shop. We hope you are. There's plenty of things to shop for. But at the very least, if you could go by each one of those booths and thank them for being here, it means a lot. It means a lot for all the time, effort, and most of all the money that these companies put forth to be here and to support education. And that's what we're all about. We started on Friday with some workshops, some business seminars, and some hands-on floral design classes. How many of you went on the tour yesterday? Anybody go on the bus tour? Some of you? How was it? It was awesome. So we had a bus tour that you could sign up for, and you went to several different locations around the area. Tell me something about some of the places you went. You went to a retail flower shop, and a greenhouse, and an event company? Is that where you went? Anything else, or was that it? Those 3? 2 retail flower shops. Oh, and 2 event companies. Okay, great. I knew that was part of the mix. So you went too? It was a great experience? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of nice when you're outside your own element to just kind of go see how other people role with their products and what they do. So for many of us that do weddings and events anymore, it's kind of great to see some of the different options in the event companies. I know we have some event props here from, I believe it was Event Theory that brought in some soft seating and things that we'll have for tonight. They have a really nice showroom on the east side by Detroit as well, which is where I'm from. And so just a really great company and a great contributor to our association. So I'm glad the tour went well. We used to have that, and then we kind of did away with it for a while, and we had people asking for it, so we just brought it back. So we were glad that people were able to take advantage of it. As all of you realize, looking at the schedule, we try to pack a lot of things into a weekend. And unfortunately, there are some overlaps, so you can't do it all. So that's why we always say, if you're here from a shop, bring a couple people so you can kind of divide and conquer, and get as much experience. 10 minutes, contestants, 10 minutes left. Can we give them the 10-minute clap? Have you all selected your winners already? You do? You all know already? Wow, that's amazing, because you're looking at the back of the arrangement. So part of their instruction is that when we call time, their tabletop needs to be completely clean, and the design needs to be turned around to face the front for you people to see. So we'll get to that point in just a few minutes. So anyways, back to the design contest real quick. They competed in the 4 categories. We totaled the score. We got them calculated out, and then we contacted them around, I think it was around midnight, 12:30. Says the one who actually answered his phone. But why are you up? I would not be awake right now if I didn't have to be. But anyway, so we texted everyone, we called everyone, left them messages. It's always an exciting time. And we laughed. We laughed when we were at the registration desk because, this year, with being the centennial, we're doing a lot of reminiscing. And so we laughed for those of us that have been here for a minute, back when we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have texting, we didn't have email. We used to just post a board by the registration desk, so anyone that entered the contest had to get up early and come down and see if they were on the board. And that's how they found out if they got to go on the design stage. So it was kind of fun. Maybe we should go back to that. Isn't that great? Just make everyone get out of bed. So it was kind of fun just to reminisce how things have evolved and how much change has affected our industry with technology, as we all know, not just our industry as we learn and grow, but our industry as we try to sell and be relevant in the industry. So technology is important, and certainly a focus of many of us as we continue on in our businesses and being profitable. But our contestants are doing an amazing job. As you know, they all have to use the peacock feathers, and they all have to use the glittered 100, which I know they're just excited about. Little Stephanie back there said, "Oh, I love glitter." And so some really beautiful designs being created. Again, reminding you that as we evaluate these, their option is to use any or all or none of the product that we gave them, but they cannot use anything that we did not provide. So previous to them coming into the room, we have already went over their tools. Some people had certain tools with them, but other people didn't, so we narrowed down the tools so each one of them have the exact same tools that they can use. A knife, a pair of scissors, a wire cutter, a bunch cutter, and a needle nose plier, and anything else they brought they could not bring with them. So everyone's on a fair, even playing field. As you see, they all got the exact same product to use. And some of them right now, I think, are getting to the home stretch and thinking about cleaning off their tables. So, because they don't want to not have their table clean when we call time, which is how much time?
6.5 minutes.
You have 6.5 minutes. Now, how's that for actual time? You have 6.5 minutes. No, nothing on the table. Absolutely nothing on the table. Any of the product that was given to you, if you want it, you're welcome to keep it. You can take it with you when you exit the stage. But absolutely nothing left on the table other than your design placed hopefully in the center of the table. and facing out to the audience. Thank you, Jason. You're a good follower. Yeah, they're all coming along great. Anybody have any other questions about the competition? Do you like this format? It's fun, isn't it? Kind of like that whole chef program, whatever it was called. What's the name of that thing? Chop. Yeah, that thing. Chop or Top Chef, or there's several different ones. So, but it's fun. It's fun that they all got the same product. Yes, sir?
What happens when you win Designer?
What happens when you win? You get to tell the other 4 people you're better than they are. What happens when you win Designer of the Year is you get 10 points. And 10 points for becoming Designer of the Year is attributed to your accumulation, because we also have a category over here, which is our more elite designers, which is called the Academy. So once you compete in the professional division and receive 30 points in first place awards or Designer of the Year, and any additional points to get a total of 50 points, then you get inducted into the Academy. And then from then on, you're only allowed to compete in the Academy division. So that's how that goes, and that keeps the design contest fresh. It keeps it so that if somebody's really excelling in design and they are winning year after year, it still allows for new people to come in and be part of the contest, because we want to encourage growth. So just know that if there's a really amazing designers behind me and they continue to compete in the professional division, they're eventually going to get enough points where they won't be able to be in the professional division any longer, and they'll elevate into the Academy. And at that point, new people will be in the professional division. So just keep that in mind. We also have a student novice division, and we always encourage people to participate in the design contest. If you're really worried, I know I've heard people say, I don't want to do all the categories because what if I got called on stage? I'd freak out. You know, so you don't have to enter every category. You can enter 1, you can enter 2. Sometimes we have people that specialize in just wedding work, and there might be a bridal category, and they enter just that category. You can do that. Yes, ma'am.
And you get featured in the magazine.
And you get featured in the magazine, our award-winning publication called The Michigan Florist. No, Professional Florist. Sorry, I lied. See what happens when you're old? You think of old things. Yeah, but we changed the name of that. It's Professional Florist Magazine. It's a publication that we have from our association, which we changed the name of also. It's the Great Lakes Floral Association. People are cleaning off their bench. I see a towel still on a table, but I wouldn't say anything to anybody. But I'm just saying, as the hand reaches up and grabs it. I love that. 3 minutes left. We have 3 minutes. Look at this group of professionals. They're all done already. Look at them go. And they have 3 minutes. So we're still futzing with it. We're going to poke a little more in it and see what else we can do to twirl some things around. You know, because that's what we do when we're floral designers. You know, we like to still fiddle with things and do stuff, right? Yeah. I told them, I have one word of advice. If you're done, step back. Don't touch it anymore. Don't touch it. Right, Loanne? We've been there, right? Stop adding stuff to the arrangement. If it's done, it's done. Anyways, and I think they're done, so that's amazing. So what do y'all think? Great round of applause for our contestants. Again, contestant number 1, Jeremy Redger, AIFD, from Plantscaping Blooms, Cleveland, Ohio. Contestant 2, Jason Parent, AIFD, CFD, Fiddlehead, Cape Elizabeth, Maine. Stephanie Rutherford, CF, Lilies of the Alley, Traverse City, Michigan. Jennifer Butcher, CFD, What's Blooming, Peru, Indiana. And Edward Smith, Country Lane Flowers, Howell, Michigan. Great round of applause. You guys are amazing. So we don't even have to do a final countdown because you're all done. Let's do it anyways, just for good time's sake, okay? Can we do a 5?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't touch your table. Great. Thank you very much, folks. Grab your personal belongings and any of those items that you got given to you that you want to keep, take them with you, and exit the room, and please do not come back in the room for at least 45 minutes. Okay? Okay, I think we should usher them out with a big round of applause. They did a great job. And great camaraderie and teamwork. Some of them didn't have the proper tools, so they shared and everything. That's what it's all about. Again, great round of applause for our top 5 contestants for Designer of the Year. Again, this evening at the banquet is where we will be announcing that. Hopefully, many of you will be there. We do have some fun entertainment planned for the banquet, so if for some reason you weren't able to get tickets to the banquet because it is sold out, we do encourage you to still stop by, maybe midway, because we do have soft seating in the back of the room, and you're welcome to come and join us for the celebration and be here for the entertainment and things. So you're welcome to come to the room. You just can't have dinner, sorry. And it's going to be really good. But thank you for being here, and again, thank you, Cal Flowers and Floracraft, for their generous sponsorship of this contest. And we're going to bring the evaluators out just shortly. You are not allowed up on the stage. You're welcome to stay and watch them evaluate if you want. It doesn't matter to us. But we'll get ready for the next program just shortly. And thank you for being here, and thank you for being here this weekend. Have a great rest of the day.